welcome you all to this wonderful discussion on yet another, detailed aspects on 3D technology. Before that, let me introduce ourselves. We are 3D Graphy News. We are a consortium and also been actively involved in 3D technology for the last 8 years. With this consortium, we started building up with events and conferences. We've done almost close to 43 events in the last 8 years, addressing to different sectors. And the larger intent was to communicate about this technology to a wide audience. More importantly, respondents who have been working on 3D technology for many years, and also for the ones who were very new to this technology. So we had researchers and scientists, material scientists, 3D technology companies, doctors, surgeons, and aeronautical engineers all join and build this consortium with time. And this is also very important that with these events that we've been doing, a communication panel, which is an ongoing communication, should also be there, is what we really believed in. And the industry came back to us saying that, why not start an online, a portal, which will actually benefit everybody, because it means that the communication is ongoing and it should be a daily process, because there's so much of innovation happening and so much of research happening in this space, with new materials coming out in the market, and how 3D technology can also make the best use in terms of creating these products and solutions across each area of specialization. So 3D Graphy News is here to stay, to help respondents to understand and benefit from this technology. So here today, I have an opportunity to introduce you all to Dr. Vijay, who has been a key respondent and who is also a part of the editorial advisory board of 3D Graphy News. Thank you so much, Dr. Vijay, for your presence and your time for this interview. Also, would like to understand from you in terms of what is the aspiration set with 3D technology, with your institute, who have been educating and sharing information and technology to the students and aspirants, because what is important is institute needs to be actively involved in creating new innovative activities to benefit the future aspirants of the country. So if you can just introduce Doctor, and then we will start the discussion and your interview. Please, sir. Thank you.
So thank you, Dr. Shibu. Thanks for your nice introduction. And I'm also happy to associate with the 3D Graphy as editorial advisory board member. So, introducing about myself, I'm Dr. Vijay, working as associate professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, Sri Shiva Subramanian Order College of Engineering, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Our institution is one among the best institution, I would say, which is ranked 48th place as per NARF ranking 2021. And also we got NBA, NAC accreditations and ISO other audit processes. We also succeeding in providing quality education to the students. And so this is a sister concern of HCL Foundation. That's about the institution. And talking about the department, we offer undergraduate program in biomedical engineering and postgraduate program in medical electronics. And also we offer a PhD program under Anna University, Chennai. So right now we have 16 faculty members and 250 students and 18 scholars who are all working in various disciplines of biomedical engineering in the department. And particularly talking about this, the 3D printing and 3D modeling and simulation. Actually, we are also the part of curriculum design in universities, and also I am also involved in the board of study members in one particular private institution, which was university nominee of the Anna University. So whenever I just visited any private institutions, the name or the content of the particular course only getting changed year by year, But whereas the new technology, whatever we are proposing, talking, and which is expected by the industry, is not proposed by any other private institutions, particularly offered by the Department of Biomedical Engineering. So what is actually happening, whatever the technology is expected by the companies or the industries, the students are expected to do as a value added course, or maybe doing some other additional courses through NPTEL SWAYAM or any other online courses. So but because of their self interest and self learning only, that would be possible. But whereas the entire community is not actually availing these kind of the fields which are all expected by the people,
Right.
and also expected by the medical industry. So this time actually we introduced a medical system design and modeling laboratory. That is the first of kind what we introduced in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, apart from other institutions and universities. So there we introduced simulation kind of thing, and creative thinking, and design thinking, and even critical thinking kind of stuff to the students. So it was like a trial and error process actually. So at that time only we actually understood the students are more into designing and thinking something else, what we are actually giving as an introduction to the students. So apart from the problem statements, they can have their own idea, and just they are giving so much of inputs while designing something. So this is what the industry is expecting, that out of box thinking. So even we succeeded in providing such a kind of experiments when while executing the experiments. And at that time only I understood that okay, something the student is expecting from the academicians like me, so that it can be introduced through some other channel, like maybe practical course or other some other theory course. So in our department actually we are planning to establish a similar kind of design thinking and modeling lab for even for the postgraduate students. So this is how we understood the students mindset, the attitude, and the expectation from the industry people. And this is what we are just doing in the curriculum revision. So this kind of the changes should be happening across the nation. I would say Dr. Shibu and his team doing excellent job in promoting this kind of activities with a group of people. Uh, so to promote this particular 3D printing and other kind of advancements for various purposes, not only for the healthcare sector, but also they are doing for other industries like. So and talking to the 3D printing, particularly as far as the healthcare sector, even we have the medical image processing course, and as well as we have some other practical course. They are just visualizing all the objects, like the surface rendering, or finding the particular region of interest, and getting the abnormalities in a particular organ. They're also using so many tools, but if the particular object is in their hand, by printing those kind of objects, then they will get touch and feel effect. So this is what the people are expecting, like so that even the doctors nowadays, they are practicing themselves by like getting feedback through virtual reality and augmented reality kind of stuff. So if we adapt this kind of technologies to the students to find out the touch and feel effect, and also by performing experiential learning concepts, so we can extend the students behavior, knowledge, and their thought process into next level, what the industry people expecting. So I know very well the startup companies using this particular technology has become large nowadays after this new schemes introduced by the government of India. So one particular guy who passed out very recently, just 2 years back, he started his own company and promoting a lot of items and products through this 3D printing. And even our students are doing internships in their company. So the students are actually little bit lacking in knowing the products or the technologies, but we should have a we should create a bridge or platform to connect these two people. So that is what the success behind the educational institution. So it is very much uh, uh, I'm so privileged to associate with the 3D graphics, Dr. Shibu and his team, to promote such a kind of activities in the institution, among the institutions.
No, thank you so much, Doctor. In fact, we are all privileged. So our intention is always to work as a as a consortium to benefit everybody who actually actively participates and benefits from this consortium. So, as you rightly said, Doctor, this actually also ensures that how we can create a information pool of information where doctors and surgeons coming with these cases can also interact with the students directly, because now with this model, as you rightly said, you can create those options to share with the students, and students can also come back ensuring that the solution has been met with. We I just wanted to understand, Doctor, do you also have a connect with hospitals and various medical centers, looking at the doctors coming and probably want to share their intent of what is expected from the students?
Yes.
Are you also working on something of similar?
Yes, definitely. Actually, our department is actually developing a lot of assist devices and rehabilitation kind of stuff. Whenever the doctor is expecting, actually, we have a good collaboration with various hospitals like Sri Ramachandra University, Puru, and also we have tie-up with NIEPMD, that is National Institute Empowerment for the Persons with Multiple Disabilities. Where you could see most of the people on the child are having multiple disabilities. Actually, their parents and their trainers are expecting a kind of assistive devices for their to overcome the challenges. So very recently, using a particular software, we created a model and we just gifted yeah, an artificial limb and chin up kind of thing, so that the person who cannot actually hold his uh, face and other
Yeah, the
regions, right?
mandible, the mandible and
Yeah,
the
mandible. Yeah.
mandible.
So we actually designed and we donated to the needy people.
Okay, okay.
So after holding that particular object, we could see tremendous changes in the face of the children. So this is what we could understand where the problem statement is available, so that we
Right,
can work towards the problem statement of a particular person, not it's for a group of people. Even if my product would be useful for a particular person, then I will be so happy.
right.
Not myself, my entire team, my students, and the institution will be doing or serving to the society. This is
Exactly.
what the quality education.
Exactly. It's a quality education, doctor. I mean, really, I appreciate the work that you have been doing, and you've been taking a lot of initiative. I know you personally for some time to have taken that initiative in ensuring that how this education can be well imparted uh, as a means for the students to not just learn but also actively get involved in the process. That's what 3D technology can do, and also service to mankind, because this technology is a life-saving technology, doctor. Because when we have been interacting with various surgeons and doctors, they're all looking at solutions. They want the right solution because body anatomy is so complex. Uh, God's creation, it's a complex. People are still trying to understand. Where all how complex that this can be. So in this kind of a state, it's also very very important that you need to treat the patients based on their requirements. So every body is unique. So the body anatomy is also different for different patients. Every case that I know for a mandible jaw, or a TMG or a zygomatic arch, could be different for different people. So everything's to do with size, shape, construct, density, all of that. So that is where 3D technology can really help. And we really appreciate that you've already taken the initiative of setting up a 3D, a 3D center, a lab within the institute, and we will definitely want to also contribute in the effort of making it a very active, platform for doctors to also be involved in your course, so that students also get that kind of an exposure. Because it's so important that biomedical engineers need to be thinking, as you rightly said, design thinking, because you're already instituting it in your institute. Design thinking is very important so that they can work uh, and ensure that the problem statements can be addressed from the doctors. And that's the expertise of biomedical engineers, coming with unique thoughts and devices. So, Doctor, it's a great initiative from your end, and we congratulate your effort. If I have to ask you, a, a statement to from your end, what would be the statement in generic, what you have in mind for this technology and for the institute also?
So maybe the nature created us and given wonderful object structure, but this 3D printing and other technology would be useful to visualize those kind of objects. So with this, the engineers who cannot actually visualize anything or imagine virtually what they have uh, uh, had in their mind, so that will be going to be the realistic in nature. So our SSN is going to be like incorporate all these kind of stuff to maybe to promote or even to serve better to the society. So we would like to adapt this 3D graphic technology in our institution. So definitely it will help us to uh, in promoting new products and as well as useful products to the society. So
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much for your time, and wishing you all the best for all the good work that you've been doing. With a conscious effort to see that how students and aspirants can get better access for making design thinking and using 3D printing to make it more viable as a solution for enhancing their understanding about human anatomy, and also as a curriculum that you have been able to formulate is a great idea, because that's a benchmark that you have setting up. And wishing you all the best and the institute, and great work. And thank you so much for your time, Doctor, for this interview. And thank you for the time. Thank you so much, and have a
yeah,
wonderful day. Thank you, sir.
yeah. Thank you, Dr. Shibu, and have a successful endeavor for the entire team. And I'm also be happy. I will be so happy to associate with you always.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.